Trying to capture that rhythm, that bright rhythm. To coaches, I'm sure it's obvious who has done that and who is still struggling to get that rhythm.
Absolutely, Kevin. On a team-wide basis and on an individual player basis,
if I'm going to go down there, I might as well
out
go down there and
who
get
really
down
understands
there.
what's supposed to be happening on the floor. You can see when a team is flowing and everything is working together. But then the hard part is to be consistent with that night after night.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Moody is out there with Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's D, and it's Green in at the four-man position. Here's D, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to. Well, over the course of his career, Murray has been a much improved jump shooter.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective.
Well,
right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David.
I already told you what I thought you
stolen
could do.
by
I thought you could have came down here.
And it's the Warriors
I know he ain't got
on
the
the
show,
break.
but still.
Kept alive. Three-pointer.
That's if you want to, man. I just know I got a show late on that night. There's a lot more stuff we could do over here.
I thought that was going to drop.
I could travel down to Fayetteville that night. That wouldn't be a problem. I done did it 100 times
Ingram
before.
deciding where to go with it. Nice open look, but it's no good. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's D. And that one drops. D's got 7.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Ingram after the made shot from D. Another shot. Out to Ingram. A 3-ball. That shot off the mark.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Green with a screen on Bosch. Here's D. Pelicans pull it in. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Christie, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Pass to D. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's Jones. He had 13 points in the win against Miami.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the score. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Jones with defended by Christie. 4 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I don't need
you know, every team wants multiple Herb Jones on their roster. He can really shoot it, and Herb's wing defense is just elite.
Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. Then for the Warriors, Tate, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Kelly Oubre comes in for Moses Moody. And Monte Morris subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Now here's Murray after the miss from D. Launches a three. And DeJounte Murray good for three. Murray's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pelicans. Here's D. He's covered by Bosch. Bosch with some nice D.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray, no good. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. They set the pick. Here's D. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now Williamson. He has yet to score. On the wing, Jones. Lets it go. Good on the jump shot.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pelicans lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. We've got D. Morris is out there with Christie. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against New York was outstanding. He added 37 points, and you love what he gives his team at both ends. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. And he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And that one's good. D's got 13.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Ajua, no good. The Warriors lead it. Over in the corner, Kuminga shoots over Ajua. Doesn't go for him.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Ingram outside, inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Murray's checked in for Trey Murphy. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lewis. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Green against Ingram. A 3 from McCollum. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. D's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Green That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Ingram. It's Jones on the wing. He's defended by Pajemski. Now here's McCollum. Still yet to score. They get it back, and it's blocked. Here's D. Here's Moody. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Yes. Yeah. Your birthday. Let's go. That'll be for you. I'll handle me and stuff. We'll do that. Come on, it's your birthday. We'll get what you need, and we'll do what we need to do for the rest. That's fine. Oh, this is your birthday. Why are you acting like this?
Some changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson's checked in for Achua. And Trey Murphy subbed in.
Well, let's just go up here and let me know when you're on the way, and we'll be ready.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
In for Ingram. Tate, he's checked in for Golden State. .139 left here in the second. Murray, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give.
And they get it. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, the idea of a guy the size of Zion pulling off a move like that is frightening.
Warriors leading by 4. Here's D. He had 37 points last game out. He gets that one.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Williamson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. And that one's good. D. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
35 seconds left now here in the second. Williamson looking it over. The rebound by D. D's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's in there. D's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for Golden State. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really, that wax he put on his head, oh my God, it's just glaring.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Golden State Warriors.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Lob it forward, Ingram and Williamson. Murray out there with McCollum, and it's Bosch in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Pelicans trail by 10. And here is Murray. He's got 6. It's Ingram on the wing. 6 to shoot. Williamson outside. It's stolen by Green. It's good. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Doing everything himself. I love it when Green uses his defense to create offense. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone. Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Warriors, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
And it's D missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Murray outside. And here's McCollum for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. D's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans...
Timeout called by Willie Green. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy.
That's why this shit kept me in. At least we was blowing them out. Now it's a 6-point game. They got to go back to feed him.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Lewis dishes to Ingram. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot, no good. Warriors leading by 6.
Clear out.
Here's D. 26 points for him. That one goes in. D's got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. He thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
McCollum's checked in for Lewis. Then for the Warriors, Moody comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Brandon Pajemski in for Monty. Ingram outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Trains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Warriors ahead, up 3.
But because I got
now
no
let's take a look
staff.
at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Now one.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jayshawn Tate out there with Christie. Then it's D. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Moody in at the shooting guard position.
Well, you wish he got them all.
Right.
But at the very least, it's now a 2-possession game.
Back to McCollum. Jones with it. 6 on the shot clock. From the stripe. The rebound by D.
I'll take that, thank you.
Warriors leading by 4. Tries from 16 and no good. Trying to use the glass. And it's Jones with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Back to McCollum. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to D. Kuminga trying to free himself up. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside, Kuminga. Pajemski with it. Misses the 3. Jones
gotta go back on the scoring mode.
Jones sets the pick from Earl.
He made that.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Here's D, and he drops in the layup off the glass. D's got 31 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pelicans trail by 6. And timeout called by Willie Green. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the Pelicans, Bosh is checked in for Achua. Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. And it's Ingram in for Herbert Jones. The Warriors also with a sub. Green's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thanks, David. And it's D missing. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Ingram passes to Bosh. Kicks it out to McCollum.
Yeah, I wish he would have tried to dunk that.
Ingram against Kuminga. Here's Bosch. The Warriors pull it in. D's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
2 minutes remaining in the game. To the middle, trying to find Moody. Gets it to him. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
I set him up, but all you gotta do is jump the
Pelicans trail by 6. Now, Williamson. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
And he gets the bucket. And now that's 35 points for D.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Go ahead.
Bosch kicks to Murray. Now here's Williamson. Bosch, a screen on Green. It's tipped. Here's Pajemski. He's guarded by McCollum. Kuminga with a wide open look. Good on the triple. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of
That
a
block on
potential
Zion
comeback.
was nasty.
And timeout called by Willie Green.
Yeah.
He has decided it's the right time to talk. Christie's checked in for Moody.
When we play right, nobody can beat us with or without stuff.
52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Cullen passes to Bosch.
Hey, they better hope that I can't.
Now here's Williamson. Back to Bosch. Here's McCollum.
This one.
And the shot no good, a bit
They
short.
me, it's over.
And here's Golden State. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's D. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're... A timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 8. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Olson, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long, everyone. Way to bring the